Oh, it's Timmy Joe making videos. Not that often, but sometimes I make videos. This channel's been on a bit of an uptick. I've actually been doing lots of stuff in the background, waiting for parts, ordering, stuff like that. So like real hardware videos, it's like I really have a couple of things I want to get done. And I'm just waiting for the right things to show up at my doorstep. So I apologize. I have, however, been shifting in the right direction. Weight loss, hoping to get that really going the last 2 mornings. I have trainer biked in my own household. I bought a training bike, one of those stands to put your old Specialized rock hopper or hard rock on, so you can bike ride in your own house. I did that. Things are happening, but in the interim, I need to make content to pay the bills. Thanks for the 150,000 views on the troubleshooting video. I actually have since advertised locally in my hometown for PC related issues, real cheap on a budget, help, so if you live in the North Bay area and you have a PC problem, you probably, if you're watching my videos, you know how to solve your own problems, but I am taking appointments and stuff like that to hopefully get more of that kind of content here on the channel as well. So what's with the Zucker data? Noob plebs ask for PC help on Facebook. This is something I've been wanting to do for a while. Someone maybe suggested from like my really terrible Facebook presence that I be a part of this PPC, what is it? PPC's Builders Club on Facebook, and it's like I don't use Facebook as it's intended. I only use it to sell computer parts, maybe share pictures of my kids to my direct family, stuff like that. I have a very limited number of friends on Facebook, and that's because I just didn't want to add like anyone on the internet on there. I wanted it to be more of a private thing. But so whenever I log into Facebook, I usually see one of these posts, and they get pretty hilarious, and I've been saving some of them for a while, so I thought we would just watch this, and that's probably enough of a 2.5 minute intro. Let's get right into it. So PPC Builders Club, you see here, it's got 41,000 views. I'm sure there's 100 different PC building clubs on here, but this is a group I got attached to, and there's a lot of people that just use it as Google. I find that's what Facebook is for a lot of people. It's like instead of just going to google.com and typing your question in, you go to a Facebook group so you can ask, quick help, what is this thing called and can I get any spares anywhere? It's the piece you take out of the install, like video cards and stuff, from the back of the case. Thanks a lot. And it's just like, what? Why are you going to Facebook to ask that? Number one, it would be very easy to Google what the hell this thing is. Number two, going to Facebook, like in your hometown or maybe Craigslist, I have probably 100 of these in a Rubbermaid container over there. I would help the guy out, but wait, does he need any? What's this called? Can I get like spares anywhere? I wonder if you could. PCIe bracket. Let's just see. Okay, we've got actual, oh yeah, there you go, spares, 1078. You could go ahead and get yourself some. So a quick bit of Googling and you could have had all the answers, but instead you went to Facebook and you asked this silly question and it made me laugh. Next. This guy says, hey guys, I'm a first-time PC builder and I don't know what to do with the little sticker that comes in the box with your hardware. Do I put them on the back of the PC, throw them away? What should I do? Like, what happened to sentence structure? Should I put them on the back of my PC, throw them away? What should I do? If I throw them away, will I have no warranty? And I just wrote, you're funny. It's a sticker, dude. Do whatever the fuck you want with them. Have no warranty. Like, just, I know I'm being a jerk here, but like, they're just stickers, man. It'd be really bad if you had to peel that little sticker off the front of your computer to send back your CPU with warranty every time. Plus, this information is probably available online or in the little book that came with your, CPU. So this is the kind of thing I see, and it just blows my mind, and it makes me laugh. And I thought I could make you guys laugh with it. Those little AMD stickers that come with your CPU. Are you gonna have no warranty? Moving on. I don't know about this, but this is taking RGB a little bit too far. Yeah, toilet RGB. My wife would kill me. That would be a really funny prank, to just put toilet RGB and then turn it on when she's like going to the bathroom in the middle of the night. That would be disruptive. I don't know. I thought that was a pretty good post. That's just, whatever I thought was funny. Let's move it on. Hello there. So Windows is dead. So I've got 2 of these in a row that are kind of related, and I'm actually going to give some solid advice here. So my Windows is dead. I don't know why. I install Windows 10 again, and it all goes well. But when I install the G card driver, NVIDIA 1050 Ti, during the flash thingy, it's supposed to recover with its new resolution, but my PC won't recover after that flash. Then, when I restart my PC, it just restarts itself again and again. Can someone please help? This goes along with this next one. I have a problem with my graphics card. In addition to its, like people in their spelling, I'm not able to install the driver. I'm trying my other card and it's all good. Asus ROG RX 590. PS, it's not RAM! Might be VRAM. So both of these are obviously symptoms of dying GPUs. If you can install a graphics card with a fresh install of Windows and it either works for the first couple minutes, but then like after Windows starts doing some setup and downloading drivers, it just goes to black, then it's probably that the real video card driver, not the Microsoft basic display driver, it's like basically there's a beforehand. You need something that computers can talk to very easily. So there's a basic display driver that most video cards will use, and it's just to get the little resolution, and you're not going to have any graphics performance or 3D performance with this driver. It'll just show a screen. That will work on a lot of broken video cards, but as soon as you load the RAM and it starts going through the actual graphics pipeline and the graphics driver, and it goes black and then computer's restarting, just means it's not going to work. Now, it could be a BIOS issue with the card, but honestly, if you're having this kind of trouble and you're not really, into it, you might want to be looking to someone to diagnose the card, or just be looking, especially with the 1050 Ti, for a new card in general. And I know that's harder, easier said than done right now, but that's just the way it's going to be. So if you're having a thing, if this isn't Windows isn't dead, this here is the graphics card is dead, and as soon as the graphics card drivers load from Windows or he installs them off the NVIDIA site, kablooey. That's just something that happens. Old mining cards do that a lot. It sucks. What are you gonna do about it? That's a whole other video. So this guy too, he's got all kinds of artifacting on the screen, and another video card is working fine. Video card's dead, unfortunately. So that was not really funny, but I thought it was a bit of good information. So I'm gonna move it on. So I conformal coded my video card. Leaks and kid spills are a thing, right? With no context that he's putting a water block on it. In fact, I don't think he is. So he conformal coded a graphics card, looks like an AMD card there, maybe even like a 5700 or XFX, probably something like that, for no dang reason. All it's doing is trapping more heat. You're putting a layer of insulation on your whole card for no damn reason. There's no reason to do that. Don't do that unless you're like extreme overclocking the card and you want to protect it from liquid nitrogen and stuff. Conformal coating it just because your kid might spill your computer, like put your computer somewhere better. What are you talking about, conformal coating the video card? That's crazy. Any of you guys conformal coating your video cards for no reason? That one blew my mind, so I don't know. Dude, I guess you did it. Does it say what kind of card it is? It looks like an older card too. I don't know. Good on you, man. You got that. You did it. Moving on. This one, another piece of advice. My case has an issue where the expansion slots are too deep for my add-in cards. I have to remove the motherboard screws to allow the card to pull the motherboard away from the tray. Are there known issues with standoffs being too short or the wrong height? So what this is telling me is it's not that the standoffs are the wrong height or anything, or it's too low. My card has an issue where the expansion slots are too deep for my add-in card. What I was going to suggest here is if you loosen off all the screws on the motherboard, it looks like from the gap that's in here, maybe it needs to be moved over, but you're saying that when you plug it in, it's like not seated all the way down here because this is all, I don't know, a lot of cases are flimsy, and it could be that like this is bent out a bit and all it needs is that you need to shove it in a bit, or maybe the motherboard tray in the back has a little bit of a bend outward and it's just making it so you might need to remove the motherboard and make sure that everything's straight, or just remove the back panel in your case, push it out a bit. Like, this is pretty thin sheet metal, and it doesn't take much to start warping a mid-range, mid-sized computer case and making it do all kinds of funky stuff. I initially thought that it was too far away, because that's what it looks like in the picture there. You could just undo all the screws, and there's a little bit of play on where the motherboard goes, because the holes are like twice as big as the screws. So that's what I thought. But that looks like a fairly new system and stuff. I don't know. Moving on, next one. I get random game crashes. Anything I can do to combat this? So this kind of goes along with the last one, where like you're not given a lot of information. What's the case? Like, you know, it'd be easier to say anyone with the Deep Cool Matrix or the Lee and Lee this thing have trouble getting your motherboard and your PCIe slots and stuff like that. But there's like very little information here on what you're trying to do. This guy here takes it to a whole new level. No information whatsoever. So he's getting, he's playing his games. Mystery games, we don't know what they are, and they are crashing. And he thought, how can I fix this? I don't know what to do. Maybe I could Google the game, the graphics card, and crashing, and see if people are having issues. Maybe there's a driver update. You could do a little bit of work on your own, but instead he used Facebook as Google and just randomly wrote, I get random crashes, anything I can do to combat this. So this made me laugh. Like, what kind of people are going to help you here? You need more information, and like I'm sure that's part out. What's the specs, latest drivers, Windows update, anything overclocked? There's going to be 100 people asking these kinds of silly questions on here with very little context, and it's like, who wants to really help you if you're not willing to at least give what game, what your hardware is, what operating system, stuff like that. Installing Linux will solve all your issues. Thanks, SpongeBob. Half of these posts make me appreciate the fact that I don't work in tech support anymore. Hey, I have this extremely vague problem. Could you tell me the specific solution? I pee my pants a lot. Anything you can do to combat this? I'll just write random shit on there all the time like that. I'm so terrible. So I don't know. If you're going to ask questions on a Facebook group, on Reddit, on whatever, maybe include some details. Maybe do a little bit of research on your own to prove that you're serious about finding the issue, because no one's going to hold your hand through my system's been crashing randomly in a game. Help me fix it, please. Can someone give me a link to a USB Windows install on my PC once I've built it, please? Thanks. What? Can someone please give me a link to a USB Windows to install on my PC once I've built it, please? Thanks. Google is a thing, dude. This is harder than Googling. All right, let's just type his question in there. Trouble installing Windows in new system. How to create bootable Windows SD card or flash. Solved. Can't install Windows from bootable USB. Can't install Windows. Okay, so can someone please give me, we'll take some words out. USB Windows to install on my PC. Let's just Google that. Here we go. I had to take some words out of his sentence, but I grabbed a phrase from his complete sentence, or lack thereof, and I Googled it and got the information I needed right here. Just Google it! Are you kidding me? Raphael, you don't need Rufus to make, and then you get all kinds of convoluted answers like people are talking about Rufus. Just use the USB creation tool, dog. Microsoft's got you covered. Moving on. So, question, since everyone knows the best PC builds are the latest components, would it be fashionable to pair an R9 5950X with a GT 1010? I mean, I think it'd be a dope build. Thanks, Trav. You made me laugh, Trav. GT 1010. How bad is that gonna be? It's essentially like a 710. It's just a display output. It's just a slap in the face from NVIDIA. All right, I think this is the last one. Ooh, we just did this the other day. Went to remove the fan and the CPU can right off with it with the lever locked. Never had it happen before. I'm slightly worried now. And you should be. You can definitely bend the pins doing this. I did it the other day on a Phenom CPU, but still the same here. So this poor guy here, I just wrote, how does it feel losing your AMD virginity? This is a rite of passage for all PCMR noobs, that they must go through that. And then another guy wrote under here, and I really disagree. I really hope AMD drops the PGA within a gen or two. The LGA locking mechanism is preferred, at least by me anyways. I will disagree with this. I have had way more issues with bent pins on motherboards because they are so damn fragile than I've ever had with bent pins on AMD CPUs. I like the pin on grid. I like that better. If a couple of pins get messed up, I know that's kind of scary. Usually you can fix it. So I'd say I like AMD's approach better, and I hope they don't change it. The Intel CPUs are a little bit less, you're worried about breaking them and stuff like that. But that doesn't mean that it's a better system. There's lots of times where you can't get a CPU seated properly, stuff like that, in an LGA slot, and I'd much prefer just dealing with the pins myself. So this has been my first episode of New Plebs Ask for PC Help on the Facebook. And I don't know if I'll ever do this again. I just an interim thing. Plus I found that awesome Zuckerberg Android photo and I put it on my thing, so it's why it's made it so things. So happy America Day, Joe Biden Day, happy whatever you got going on in your life. I'm trying to get healthy, more videos to come. We're not giving up here on the channel. We're gonna make it happen. Clear, see, I have this all beside me. I've been working on it, shut up. I'm doing things and stuff. I love you. Patreon members are popping up on the screen right now. You can help me by becoming a Patreon member. You get your name in the credits, and there's gonna be more benefits by the end of the month on Patreon as well. So I'm gonna start posting there, maybe a little bit of live content there, some things and stuff. I love all you guys. And remember, don't use Facebook as Google, or I'm gonna come and get you. Might get random game crashes. Anything I can do to combat this? You silly billies. Thanks, Patreon. Love you.